Hello everyone, welcome back. Paul here, co-founded Olakai. Two things landed this week, and they are more connected than they look. Visa cut 2,600 jobs this morning, 7% of the company, and the cuts fell mostly on technology and product teams. The CEO's memo says AI is accelerating the evolution of how work gets done there. That's fair enough. Visa's own people, however, were careful to say AI was not the only reason, and I'm not going to overstate it. Block was blunted in February. Dorsey put his cuts straight down to AI. But hold on to which teams got cut. Technology and product. That sounds sort of familiar. Because that is the exact group that burns almost all of your AI budget, typically. We will come back to that. The second thing is Anthropic published a position on open weight models after taking beating for not signing that open letter. Exactly last week, we covered the Kimi K3, but somewhere between those two stories, Visa and Anthropic, half of LinkedIn has decided the answer is to stop paying vendors and run the models yourself. So let's do what we do best here. Let's show the math. Let's get it. First, the education part. Because the version going round is not the version Dario wrote. He did not call for a ban. He said it plainly. Anthropic has never advocated for banning open waste models. He called open models without dangerous capabilities a public good. And the safety testing he is asking for would apply to Anthropic's own models too. He asked for three things. Keep advanced chips away from authoritarian governance. Stop industrial-scale distillation, which is copying frontier models through the API. And test any sufficiently capable model before release, open or closed. On protectionism, he was direct. Protectionism bans would not address his most serious national security concerns. Is he neutral? Of course not. He sells closed models. Read him like an S1. But if this were straight protectionism, he would have backed the ban. Because banning Chinese open models inside US company is the only policy that most helps his revenue. He turned it down. Here's the sentence most of LinkedIn gurus, AI experts, quoted though. Open models are public good. They don't cost anything besides the compute needed to run them. So what did we do? We priced the compute. Here's the numbers. Here's what actually changed. Because this is the part everyone skips. I've been talking about it for months now. A developer on a flat subscription costs you about $200 a month. Many of us might be still enjoying it, but not enterprise AI. No meter, no visibility, burn as much as you like. That same developer, identical work, built by the token, costs $1,200 a month or more. 6 times. Same output. Nobody's usage exploded, the visibility did. And that is the invoice that sent everyone hunting for cheaper answer. 250 people, 40 of them developers. Kimi K3 as that open weight model example, the 2.8 trillion parameter model as a reminder, the sophisticated one everybody points at, 115 billion tokens a year. That's what we are going to talk about. This is what we're going to break down. This is the business case. This is the use case. This is the analysis. Buy it, $620,000. Build it with no salaries at all. Engineers already on payroll, just reassigned. 748,000. Essentially 1.2 times. Quite close. Which honestly surprised me. On the metal alone, it is nearly competitive. Now, put the people back. 1, 2, 3 specialists who can run this in production. 1.47 million. 2.4 times. The math doesn't math anymore. And you will need those people. no matter what. But we will focus this analysis as there's already engineers salaried, and we'll keep it simple. So before anyone asks whether that is just the developers, no, that is all 250 people. 40 developers burn 576,000 of it, the majority of it. Everybody else, 44,000. Again, averages, my assumptions, details in the article. You can check my math. But again, developers are 93% of the spend, which brings us back to Visa. The teams getting cut are the teams generating almost your entire AI bill. Again, we covered this about Meta. There is a bit of a footprint in IBM as well. So honestly, half of it is people. A third is the metal. Power is just 3%, and I expected that to be much bigger personally. I don't know about you, but if anyone is selling you self-hosting on an energy argument, they have not built one. It's not about the energy, even though there is 18% year over year in the US electricity cost increase. So this is the one line to take to your board. Your entire annual AI bill, all 250 people, is $620,000. The 3 engineers you need to run it yourself cost $722,000. Maybe you have them, maybe you don't, but 3 engineers cost more than your whole company's AI bill before a single server, before power, hosting, or support. And the hardware is another 1.58 million on day one. Locked to one model. Or, okay, maybe a selection of those, but then the cost will increase because you will have to scale your strategy. In the market where we see changes coming out every month. Now, all of that assumes $1,200 a month per developer, and that is assumption most likely to be wrong for your team. You have to run your own analysis. This is all directional, full disclosure. This is not true business case. This is just an inspiration to AI leaders that think that AI experts from LinkedIn can just make a statement. And I'm quite shocked that Wall Street Journal this week made similar recommendations, calling, AI pricing had peaked already, and now we are entering the era where we can just self-host it and it's just going to be so cheap. It's not cheap. Kimi K3, when you purchase it, is not cheap. It's the same price as Sonnet 5, and it is very capable, but it's not cheap at the end of the day. It is also not cheap to deploy in your own organization. It actually never, ever typically makes sense to deploy in your own environment unless your usage is absolutely crazy and security has different budget line for it. So again, same company, same salary, same method. The 1200 column is the case I just walked through. The others only move the developer usage rate. Push it as hard as you like as the metal gets better, down to 1.1 times in my analysis. The staff number never gets there. So again, your full disclosure, maybe you already have people working for you for free, or you can just reassign them because they have nothing better to do. So here is what has been bothering me for weeks on top of it. And AI non-expert explains enterprise AI to other non-experts. And I just alluded to it with this WSJ article. And within 72 hours, it is an urban legend. Just deploy Kimi K3 yourself. It's open weight model, it's free. And that is a story your uncle tells you after a few beers at the family barbecue over the weekend. The math just does not math. And anyone telling you AI is about to get cheap is selling you something. The token prices are falling. True, that part is real, but consumption per task is climbing faster. The subsidized era is over. Usage-based pricing is here, and that is a cash business, not philanthropy. There are 4 cases where building is the right call, and cost is not the reason in any of them. Egg up, sovereignty, the model is your product, or you already own idle hardware of this class. These are the edge cases. Everything else is measurement problem wearing a procurement costume. Because the minute you have to pay for something and prove its value, you have to become the expert. Otherwise, you're not qualified for the job. And we know how those stories end. Those who do not measure are exposed. If you are chasing open weights to save money without knowing your own baseline, you have nothing to compare against. You will not save anything because you never knew what you were spending. So, here's the math. If you want to unpack your own program and get an actual baseline, DM me and we will measure it. Happy to help. And for anyone deploying open weights who skipped that checklist, well, good luck to you. But I also want to hear from you because maybe it works. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. Until the next one. Bye-bye.